Hey folks, welcome to another video by SCALER. In this video, I will be talking about what all things I would possibly change if I could start my journey all over again. And if you're new to this channel, please make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification because you don't want to miss out on our future videos. This is Manan Verma and I've been working in the software engineering industry for a few years now. In this journey, I've made a good number of mistakes. Some small, some big, some production outages, some basic small bugs, but I like to tell all the developers I'm currently mentoring that the mistakes I made in my career, they should try to avoid the same so that in the initial phase of the career, they don't make such common mistakes. And so if I have to start my journey all over again, these would be the things I would be focusing upon, and I would do this very, very differently. I would categorize it into three different parts: clarity, plan, and communication. First is clarity. Having a proper clarity on what do you want to do in tech, what are the possible options and the different pathways to achieve the same. While evaluating career choices, I had very less clarity. I saw the developers around me jumping into different tech stacks, different languages. I saw people doing Android development, iOS development, C++, Python, Ruby, Java, Go, all kind of different languages, different frameworks without a proper clarity or a reason. I too did the same. In my first 2 years of college, I was just jumping from different technologies to another, just be feeling excited about it. I ended up in a very, very confused state. I had invested half of my degree in learning different kinds of challenges, different technologies, different languages, but I would struggle on solving a very simple coding problem. I felt my fundamentals are somewhat wrong. And then I decided to seek mentorship from the senior professionals about how to go about it, how to solve it, because I wanted to solve the problems, but I was stuck on it. Later upon mentorship, I was suggested to do things which make sense. Don't learn a new technology just because it is cool or hyped. I was suggested to pick one language, learn it thoroughly, understand all the basic and the advanced elements of the same. It is very, very helpful to have a strong hold on one language in your programming career. You wouldn't be working on the same language in the company you work for. It could actually change depending upon their requirement and the tech stack they use. It will be useful to understand the basics so that you can pick up any language you wish and you can solve the problems in the same language. Means whenever you think of a problem, think how to solve it using programming, and understanding one programming language will help you to achieve the same. Similarly, when I was in my early or mid-career phase of my programming career, I was confused. What kind of company should I work for? How do I evaluate when I have multiple job offers? When to make switch and when not? And honestly, there's no right answer to the same. All things are very, very subjective and everything looks very lucrative to you. Taking things to your manager early helps in better decision making in such cases. Next is plan. I've been quite bad at planning things. As a junior engineer, I always used to overcommit things. I remember in each and every conversation, whenever some senior asked me when this task would be completed or accomplished, I used to say it right away by end of day, without thinking of the complexities which are involved in completing the same. And then I used to struggle it by extending hours and eventually completing it with time, but it was a bad approach. Later with time, I understood the concept of tech debt and importance of perfection. Speed is an important factor as well, but when we emphasize more on speed over accuracy, we end up with tech debt. So one needs to understand till when a project needs to be completed and delivered, what is the priority of that project, and how you can then effectively manage the ad hoc task. If a project seems very much unachievable or too big to you, try to break down it into small chunks and then delegate it and execute it in better way. You can plan your backlogs in a better way and do the backlog grooming time to time to plan your task so that it doesn't impact your planned task. Unplanned tasks are the major thing which impact your planned task and deliverables. And when you're working on excessive hours, you feel a burnout, try to take effective breaks. Say work for 30 minutes, take a 15-minute break, work another 30 minutes and take another 15 minutes break. If you have been working continuously for a number of days, try to take a day off. Effective breaks are very much useful and helpful in order to be a better software developer. Last is communication. I grew up as a shy kid and stayed the same until high school. I didn't knew the importance of soft skills and communication in professional journey. When I started my programming journey, due to less exposure, I had believed that work is everything and I kept everything to myself. I would just go to office, do my work, code, documentation, deployments, and come back and rest and do the same thing over and over again through the period of life. As I moved to more senior and leadership role, I understood the importance of soft skill and how important they are in order to become a better developer. Now with a good focus on communication skills, I can say that I can easily tackle internal team conflicts, discuss production outages, and journal good or bad feedback amongst the teams. Communication is a very important tool of your professional journey. We all have seen how in the last couple of years world moved to a complete remote way of working where you don't go to office every day, you don't meet your co-workers, your seniors and your organization management. So how do you effectively communicate your ideas to them in order to make them think the same way you are thinking and have everyone on the same page? Strong communication skills are a great leverage. And similarly, whenever we are working and we face difficult challenges, say a production outage, whenever a production outage happens, you need to have all the stakeholders on a similar page that what is happening in the system, why it happened, and how to resolve it. If you can communicate it in a better way to your stakeholders that this is the bad thing which has happened, this is why it has happened, it is helpful for everyone to understand it and absorb it in a much better way. Similarly, bad feedbacks. Bad feedbacks happen with a lot of engineers in their career journey, but how to take it effectively is an important thing. So having a strong communication skills is a great leverage. As we talked about clarity, path, and communication, having a great clarity will make you think long term. You won't be thinking of your short term goals about what you wish to achieve today or tomorrow, but rather on a very long perspective that after 5 years I wish to be like this person. When you have a great path, you won't be diverted and distracted along with it because you would be fixed on your long term vision. And having a strong communication skills will help you to focus better and achieve things much faster way than ever before. Having a strong plan ensures that you have a long term goal. It helps you to be not get distracted by short term challenges which you face along the journey. Having a long term goal also ensures you that whenever you get blocked by some task, you're not demotivated by the same because your eye and your vision is very much towards your long term goal and how you can achieve that and how you can be a better developer. That's it from my side, and I hope you liked the video. I will be coming up with more insightful videos on Scaler's channel. If you like the video, do leave a like and comment as well. We will be answering all your queries.